Aboashde tagutua. Wakane tucha inkub makuchine. Waste one. Ekena ingina abich. Wakane ishta inkubit. Naguiz wakane tonchi inkubit. Wakane chade inkubit. Chidaha nozi ingiobit. Nagahamis piwaginat. Nin magi chumne, osna pi chizinam no. Tocha waka changoe nine. Uz bae me nimichin. Se awachimka nagahane chini go down John. Ishni she chigebit. Thank you. Maybe I'll just explain in the language that I spoke. My grandmother many years ago took me under her wing and taught me the Nakota Sioux language. And I got an opportunity to learn that language first. And then a couple of years later, I had to go to school and I had to learn the English language. And as a result, I remember my first year going to school, I failed grade 1. Because I didn't know what was written and what was being said until I actually learned the language. So I guess today that's what today is about. Many years ago we came together, but we were so far apart, although we were only a few feet apart. So today I'm here to talk about the traditions that we have in our communities and our nations. I'm here to share with you. We are told by the old people, the elders in our community, Wakane, the Creator, He made Mother Earth first. He put Mother Earth first. Shidaha tutsehunane ishtaus. That's why they say you learn with your eyes first. The Creator put all the standing ones before us on Mother Earth. Right now we're standing in one of the most beautiful places in Mother Earth. We're standing with the trees, we're standing with the lakes and the rivers, and we're standing with the mountains, which we call our grandfathers. We are standing on sacred territory, sacred land. So those are the things that the Creator put forward for us to enjoy, each and every one of us. And the next thing He put before us were the animals. And the old people talk a lot about why He created the animals. Because out of those things that He created before us is where we learned about natural law and the creation story. The animals that I talk about are the ones that fly above us. The animals that I speak of are the ones that are in the water. And those that walk on Mother Earth, and those who are in Mother Earth. And then came us, the two-legged. We have a story of the two-legged. In the territory I'm from, the Cree people, they call the two-legged the first man, Wisak Itzak. And we call him Iktomi. And it's ironic, I went to New Zealand a couple of years ago, and they too have a story of the two-legged first man. And his name was Maui. So I noticed as I travel across this great land of ours that a lot of the tribal people have a story of the first man. So today I brought some smudge. In our language we call this Tatanka Hoda, buffalo sage. I brought some smudge because of what I told you. Our people say we're all related. And that doesn't mean that we're talking about being born into a family or being related to the people within a community or a nation. Because the Creator did a great, excellent job in putting everything before us for us to see. But everything has spirit. The rocks that you held in your hand, they have spirit. Many times when we walk down the road, we pick up a rock, we throw it in the bush. We think, well, it's just a rock, it's dead. We wouldn't hurt him if we just throw him into the bush or throw him against a tree. That's not going to hurt him. Well, we need to understand that this rock has a spirit too. And he does feel too. Because that's what the Creator said. Everything that I put before you has a spirit. So the buffalo sage that I have, the buffalo sage I have is a medicine that a spirit many, many years ago said, I want to be that spirit that's going to help people. Because most of us know about the medicines that we have in this world. They all came from the ground. And when those medicines started healing us, we figure, well, oh, geez, thank God for science and the doctor, we're getting well. But you know that it was the Creator, or God, that put these things here for us to use to heal. But sometimes we always give credit to the wrong person. So the buffalo sage that I have here today offered His Spirit. And the Creator said, when you use this sage and smudge, you're purifying yourself. So you can stand before the Creator and to be able to share what's maybe hurting you, or maybe what you're happy about. Or maybe if you're sick and you want to ask the Creator for a blessing. And then the Creator will give you a response by making you happy or healing you. Because that's what the Creator does. And sometimes miracles happen to us. And we're grateful for that miracle. So the plant I have is called buffalo sage. And I'm going to ask, I think we're going to go out there and do the smudge when we're done. And I guess yesterday we talked a bit about the different journeys that we have taken in this world. I know, and the old people that I talk to, the elders, one of the first things that we were taught as children was the language. That was very important. And the other thing they taught us was all the creation stories. The story of the drum, the story of the pipe, and the story that I just shared with you, the stories of the various ceremonies that we do. And the reason why they did that was they wanted to teach us early. So when we got to be a young man, a teenage man, we could be able to practice those things. So I just share that with you because we understood at an early age what a day will come was about, the Creator, and why He did these things. And I share that with you today. And I also, before I close, I'd like to also say thank you to Merv for asking me here, and all those who are responsible for this gathering, and for those of you that I have met in the last couple of days. And I was going to say, when I first came to when I was first invited to come to the church to speak in this way, I wasn't nervous because I didn't know anybody. But I know when you start to know people, and you start getting nervous. So now that I've known you all, I'm a bit nervous. And that's a good feeling. So I thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart for asking me to be here. I think the journey that should have happened many, many years ago is not going to happen. Because it's these kind of things when we sit and talk and listen to each other is where any road that we take is going to be it's going to have a lot of understanding on why we're on that road. Not because we need to be there. And I just like to say that song that you first sang, the How Great Thou Art, it brought me back to 1964. In our community, on top of the hill, we used to have a United Church. And every Sunday we'd make our way there. We'd come on a wagon, of course, and we'd hear the people singing in the church. And when I first went, I remember I heard this beautiful singing. So I figured the church was full of white people singing this beautiful song. And I get in there, and all of a sudden there's all our people singing. And I didn't realize that they had learned so quickly. So they must embrace the songs. So I understand we're going to go out there. For those of you who want to smudge, we're inviting you to come and smudge. And what this does is it helps your mind, purify your mind, your heart, your body, and your spirit. Because that's another thing that the old people used to tell us, the elders. You came from the spirit world, or you came from heaven. And you're the only one that's going to be living here a short period of time. Because that mountain that's standing there has been standing there for many years. He has outlived many, many of us. So, that is why they ask us to take care of our spirit. Because we journey in this world and in the spirit world, we journey in between the two worlds. And one day, when our body is tired and needs to go home, that's where we're going to go, back to the spirit world. Where the people that were here before us are going to greet us with happiness. The same reaction that we feel when we first came into this world too. Our mothers were grateful when we came to this world. The family was happy. So when we go back to that spirit world, our ancestors are going to be there, and they're going to be crying. And they're going to be laughing because we're home. I know that the ones that are here and left behind in this world are going to be saddened. But the Creator said, there's healing there. Because within this fire, you have family. And within that family, there's love. And within that family, there's respect. Those are the tools that we use when we are hurting to make ourselves happy. So I'm going to share with you, us two, we have hymns. No. we have songs that we sing, ceremonial songs. We sing in prayer, we sing in psalms, and we also sing, and we just sit there and we pray. So once I share this song with you, then we'll go out and then we'll do the smudge, right, Murph? Okay. He says yes. I get the nod. Now before I start, you can all stand up. And this is kind of like a ceremony, so you go like this. Then you go faster. There you go. Thank you.
Standing ovation.
Yes. I told my wife I was going to get a standing ovation when I'm done speaking. Now, if you want to dance, go ahead. Yeah, that guy will demonstrate right there. See? That guy is, yeah, there we go. What you get, I'm going to sing it once because I don't want to take over the agenda. But next time we meet, I expect you guys to sing that song back to me.